Hello everybody. Hello my friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the craft room. My name is April and you are in my craft room and we are going to make a really fun, really cute spring sign using some fairly inexpensive things. So the main focus is this beautiful, see it's like iridescent, beautiful peel and stick wallpaper that I found at the Dollar Tree. So you get this like really big piece, I don't know if it says, but we can like measure it. This really big piece of peel and stick wallpaper for $1.25. I'm not gonna use it as wallpaper, but I mean, I guess you could. So it is 16 by 11. So it's really big. For $1.25, it's awesome. And it's peel and stick. So no glue necessary. And I am going to reuse a board that I also got, I think it was from Dollar Tree or maybe Dollar General. But anyway, a board that had a design on it previously. That was in my daughter's bathroom for a long time. But as you guys know, if you've been watching for a while, we updated her decor in the bathroom. So this has been like hanging out in the craft room. And I thought, you know what? Let's do it. I originally thought about using a circle board, but I think I have a different game plan for that. So I am going to, first things first. Let's set this over to the side and let's get this done. So I found this like chunky welcome, this wooden chunky welcome. It's real thick. It says welcome. For you guys, I don't know what it says because it's backwards, but it says welcome. So I'm going to make like a little welcome sign to hang by my front door, on the inside by my front door. So I need to paint this wood though. So let's get that done first. And I think I'm going to do it in this lighter brown color because I do want it to kind of contrast off of all these other like super pretty colors. So let's get that done. Let me grab a little color tray here and see if we can get some paint out of this. This particular bottle of paint is like at its like very, very end, but I think there's enough in here that we can get it done. I hope. We may have to take what's in the lid and we're just gonna probably end up emptying this tonight. So let's just get it all out of here. All right, I think that is all she wrote. So anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday, doing something fun. All right, so we're just taking our makeup sponge that I had actually cut in half because I don't need it. Excuse me, I don't need a whole one. And we're just going to dip in our paint and then like just get it coated. It might take 2 coats, so that's why I wanted to start with this. And then while it's drying, we can get our wallpaper cut. So Dollar Tree actually has a lot of really cool peel and stick wallpaper designs. And I guess people use it for wallpaper in their homes. But most of the people I know use it for crafting. It's a very inexpensive way to create a background easily and very, very quickly. So like I said, you get this like big piece for $1.25 and it's already painted and pretty. And like I was showing you guys, this one's like iridescent. It's really nice. It's definitely worth $1.25. You don't have to paint it. You don't have to do anything with it other than cut it and stick it to whatever you want to put it on. So that's what we're gonna try. I've never actually used one of these before. I've done their tiles. I haven't done that in a long time. But I have used their tile, like wallpaper style, but I've never used one of the patterns. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We are definitely gonna need to do a second coat though. So let's set this over here and let that dry while we cut this. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on the back here. I'm gonna cut off this jute here. So I got a flat surface. We can reuse this piece though, because it will be long enough. So we'll keep that over here and we'll end up using that to tie it back up so it's a sign. And now we are going to measure. Let's see here. Let's get our paint out of the way so I don't knock it out. All right, back to business. So I think I'm just gonna use this bottom part. Well, there's so many pretty butterflies and I wanna get as many other pretty butterflies in it as possible. So I may go like this route. I think that's what I wanna do. Let's set this straight so we all can see what we're doing. Okay, even. And I think that should be good. Let's take a little peek. We've got quite a few of the butterflies in here. I want this one in here. And that'll actually help us. We'll keep this edge as a straight edge. All right, just getting it lined up. Okay, and don't move. Okay, now I need a pencil would be ideal. Okay, don't move. And we're just gonna draw around it. Take our pencil and just go around the surface. Perfect. Okay, set that over here. Pencil, we're done. Now we're gonna cut this. Easy peasy. All right, so try to keep my lines as straight as I can and just go right along it. If we have a little bit of excess, that's gonna be okay. We can always flip it over and trim it with an X-Acto knife if we need to. But ideally, I will be able to cut this fairly straight. The lines help. So today was a good day, not overly exciting, but a fairly good day. The weather finally broke for us, so we got some sunshine, which I am ever so grateful for. And yeah, got some stuff accomplished here. I've been working on organizing some things in my craft room. And as great and glorious as that sounds, it typically ends up being more of a mess when I'm done than it was when I started, but it's a necessary evil. It's not evil. Actually, it's like super fun. I find all kinds of cool stuff. All right, I'm going to set that over there. I have an idea that I might end up using that for. Okay, I've got a little bit of pencil mark in this corner, so I'm just going to take my trusty pencil and clean up all those little pencil marks. I think we're good there. I think we're good there. It's just in the corners. Okay. Awesome. All right. We have our paper. Isn't it pretty though? Very springy. Definitely my colors. Hang on here. We've got some sort of message going on. Oh, I missed the top corner with the pencil. Okay, goodbye. Pencil gone. All right, and what is like really cool, they do help you out here. And it's like you fold over part of the flap and it releases the wallpaper. So you're not fighting with it. And it is removable. I mean, I don't know if I will really probably end up removing it from this craft, but if you were to put it down on your wall and then decided to change up, uh-oh, we gotta make sure we get it lined up where we want it though. It might be easier, whoa, it might be easier to do it this way. Let's lay this down and see if we can't get it to line up here. Okay. Is that gonna be good? Is it? Okay, that is good. Just smooth out all our air. Yeah, that's perfect. Works out perfectly. All right, cool. And now we have our board covered. That easy, right? That easy. There's a tiny bit on this edge, but honestly, I'm not worried about cutting it because it's not really gonna be, we'll just fold it over and make our line like super crisp on the bottom because there's not that much, and we can do that on the sides too if we need to. Let's just go like this and just bend it. And the same with this side. And why not on the top? All right, cool. And it's that simple. Like I said, we didn't have to paint it, and it's good. In order to, I was reading on the back, like I said, this is a craft, so it's unlikely that I'll be taking it off. But if you were to do it on your wall, it says, I've got an air bubble here, I'm just slowly working out, just push it out. It says that you just heat it up, and then once that adhesive gets warm, you can like easily peel it off. So if you were to use it on a wall, I guess that's what you could do. But for a craft, just leave it or not. That's up to you. Okay, so we do need to like recreate these holes. I have a little tool here that I'm going to use and kind of poke through so I can get my my jute to go back in. Just poke through the holes. Now that we know where the holes are, I'm going to poke back through and twist so it stays. Okay? So we've made our holes again, right? It's so pretty. And there's that. Okay, and now all we really have left to do is finish our paint here and then adhere it. So let me do one more coat on here just to darken up this welcome, because this wood is really soaking it in. So I don't remember if I told you this or not, but I got this wood cut out at Walmart, and it was 98, I think, 98 cents. Anyway, right around $1. So inexpensive craft, easy to do. Kids would love it. You know, if you got little kids, you might have to help them with the scissors, but by and large, I think children could do this. Adults can do it. You can make it as fancy as you want, but it's just fun. And you can put this wallpaper on anything. It would be cool to get a bunch of like small, like pieces of wood. You can make like little magnets for a refrigerator or for, you know, like a filing cabinet. I am thinking, since this is going to go so quickly and I've got all this excess left over, while this dries a tad bit more, I believe I'm going to use some of this and make myself a cute little bookmark. I have these little bookmark blanks, and I think I want to use, if I can figure out how to open them, some of this on here. I also thought it would be cute to, you can put it on anything, right? I have these like chunky little egg cutouts. I thought it would be cute to use part of it and make like a little egg cutout too. I might do that as well. We'll see. But for right now, that's not going to be big enough. How about we go like this? And this time, I think I'm going to go over just a little bit so I can fold it over and make sure I get everything covered. It worked out okay on this sign, but it is very close. So let's make it a little easier on ourselves and give us a little extra space. Okay, so all kinds of fun things we can do with the Dollar Tree wallpaper. All right, cut, and we still have lots left over. Lots and lots left over. All right, let's trim this up. I hope I have one of my tassels conveniently close to me. I do. Okay, there's one back there. This is gonna make for a super pretty bookmark. Okay, problem though is that since we have, but since we have cut it, it's not gonna be as easy to get it off the backer, but I have faith that with my fingernails, I can, which is another reason that I wanted to give myself a little extra room in case I kind of like bend it, but we got it. We got it. Okay, bookmark. I think I want it to be going this way. So yeah, I think I am. For this one, I'm gonna flip it over. If I can get it to get off my finger. Okay, and then just lay our bookmark down. Make sure we got all the bookmark covered. Perfect. And then press, and then roll. I'm gonna roll our sides, press them down. All right, perfect. And then we're gonna do the same with the top. Press them down. Make sure it's nice and adhered. Don't want our paper coming off of our bookmark. And then we need our nifty little tool again to make our hole. All right, so I'm just kind of smashing in the corners here to kind of round them out. All right, cool. And then I need my, here it is, nifty little tool, and I think I can kind of like feel where it's at. And I'm just going all the way in and turning it, get that paper to go through. And we have our bookmark. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I think I'm probably done with that. So let's move that over there. Let me scoot back here and grab a tassel. Without dropping too much of my stuff. And then, what color tassel do we think is gonna be good? Probably purple. Probably a purple tassel. Okay, so I bought this kit of paper bookmarks a while back, and it came with like the bookmarks and a whole bunch of tassels. So I've been using the tassels and the bookmarks, but this is a more substantial bookmark. This is made out of like MDF, like wood. So it'll hold up a little better than the paper ones. Okay, so pinch, push. We might need the pokey tool to get it to go through because I do not want to use tape on this. But I think there we go, with a little persistence we can get it. Okay, so you stick it through, then you put the tassel, right? So you stick it through, then you put the tassel through the loop, like so, and then just pull your tassel up, tighten it, and you have a gorgeous bookmark. Would be pretty in a Bible, would be pretty in a regular book, would be pretty in, you know, your kids could use it in their classwork, whatever. It's a bookmark. Y'all know what to do with a bookmark, right? And it's got that cute, pretty tassel. Super fun. All right, well, that's good. That's good. I'd save the egg for another day. Let's just finish this up. We should be good to go. Okay, cool. This needs just a little, I don't know why, but right here in the middle, it does not want to stay brown. One more right here in the middle. Be brown. And I need you to be brown this time because I've exhausted almost all of my paint. I'm sure I have another little container of this same color. I use this color a lot. It's called Milk Chocolate. I use this one a lot. It's great for like earthy things, trees, just a good, not a super dark brown, but a, you know, not a tan brown. Okay, be good. All right, let's hit you with a little bit of heat. Make sure this L and C are covered. And we should be good. Perfect. Okay, and now all we have left to do is just attach it and then put our string back on there. So, I'm going to just put it right here in the middle, right? Hello, my cat. Mr. Stormy has decided to show up as per usual. He is, as I've said many times before, my #1 fan. He likes to sit in the window. I'm like convinced he can hear me talking. So he likes to hang out in the window, but it's all good. Okay. I'm hoping that this tacky glue holds this wood to this paper. If for some reason it doesn't, I might have to come in with some hot glue, but I'm really hoping that this glue will do the job. It's going to take it a minute to dry, but I'm really hoping that this will do the job. So let's put a fair amount on here and let's get it attached. But yeah, this you guys will have to check out if you have a Dollar Tree next to you, or if you go to one, you'll have to check out the wallpaper section. They always have like really cool patterns, and they're, like I said, super inexpensive, really easy to work with, and just fun. Okay, so let's smooth out our glue a little bit so we don't get it all over the place, because I did put probably way too much on here, but I really want to make sure that it sticks. If for some reason some like kind of oozes out the edges, this tacky glue does dry clear, which is cool. But you can also go in with a really fine paintbrush and just kind of like clean it up as necessary. But I think we're good. Okay, so let me get this glue off my, Storm's just staring at me, off my finger into my trash can. Let's get this lined up where we want it. Right, somewhat in the middle, maybe not perfectly in the middle, but I want to be able to see all the pretty butterflies. So it's going to be all where it's going to be. But let's try to make sure that it's, you know, level. Line it up with my mat so I can see that it's level. And then press and hold for a little bit. All right, cool. Close up my glue, give that just a second to adhere, and then let's put our string back in. I was looking for my string that has like the leaves and whatnot in it, and I must have used it all, so I need to make a trip and go get some more, because that is my favorite to use in the springtime, but I don't see any of it, so I don't know. I may need to find some more. Okay. Blue painter's tape. Let's make a tighter little end here. Take your blue painter's tape, just roll it around the end. You don't need a lot, and actually the thinner the better if you don't have a really big, you know, like hole to go through in your project. Twist it like so, and then let me think about this. We're gonna go this way and tie it in the back. So I want to go up, through. Is that right? Do I want to do it that way? No, I don't. I want it to hang the other way. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do both. Okay, that's fine though. Let's put you through here. Kind of tie a little knot so it doesn't come flying back out towards the end. Just twist a little knot like that. Pull it tight just to make sure it's not going to go through on you. We'll do the same on this end. We are actually going to need another little piece of tape, but I can probably use the piece that I peeled off. And just tighten this up. Come on, twist, twist, twist. Meow. Now he's meowing at me. He really wants some attention. I'll come out and hang out with you in a little bit. Let me finish what I'm doing, buddy. Okay. Make a little knot. Squeeze it tight. Pull through. All right, perfect. I don't like my hanging decor to have really long hanging things, loops. Check it out. And like I said, I'm so sorry that the word welcome is backwards, but you guys get the idea. Look how pretty it is, and it's so shiny in the light. It's gonna look absolutely adorable by my front door. That's where it's gonna be. Obviously, this is gonna be an inside craft. I don't know how well the wallpaper would hold up outside. So this is gonna reside inside. If you were really, really wanting to do something like this outside, I would definitely spray it with some type of like a sealant, I don't know, some kind of sealant spray, like what we seal, our coasters and that kind of stuff with. But being that this is going to be inside, it's going to be just fine. And it would appear that our glue held nicely. All right. So for our $1.25 piece of peel and stick wallpaper, we made a super cute little spring forward welcome sign. And using some of the leftover scraps, we made an adorable bookmark with a beautiful butterfly. I think it's great. And we still have this whole piece left over that we could do either a whole bunch of bookmarks, or I'm really thinking about putting it on one of these eggs. I'm really liking this particular butterfly here, the blue one, putting it in the corner like such. I'm really thinking that that might go somewhere in my Easter decor, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope I've inspired you to make some fun crafts. This was quick and easy and very inexpensive. Anyone can do this, I promise. You guys got this. If you do, let me know, though. Post some pictures or send them to me. Let me know what kind of fun stuff you make with your Dollar Tree wallpaper. I would love to see your ideas. All right, guys, as always, I appreciate you. I love you ever so much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I will be back tomorrow for our ever popular Thrifty Thursday. And we'll make something cool again. All right, guys, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.